Hey, I'm James from Scooterworks USA, your trusted authority for all your scooter needs. Today we're reviewing the Prima rear rack. We offer this rack in chrome and black. This rack specifically fits the buddy kick. As you can see, that very simple 3-point mount mounts directly to your scooter. We have racks available for most modern scooters. We're also going to be reviewing the K-Max 30-liter top case. This top case is color matched to many scooters. We also offer neutral color options. If you don't have a specific color match that matches your scooter, don't worry, we have an option for you as well. This top case offers large 30-liter capacity, large enough to fit a 3/4 size helmet or, your lunch, blankets, anything else you may want to put inside for extra storage on your scooter. Also has a quick release function to release from the mount on the back of your scooter. It is water resistant, so items you put in here, you can be confident that they will not get wet if you happen upon a rainstorm. And it comes with 2 keys, reflective lighting panels on the back, and there's some optional accessories as well. You can install a brake light kit and a backrest. Very cool things you can do with this top case, but this is a great way to expand your storage options on your buddy kick scooter. Let's get off to the installation. So first we're going to talk about this Prima rear rack for the buddy kick. This is specifically designed to mount directly on your scooter with no modification, using the existing hardware on your buddy kick scooter. As you can see, it has 3 mounting points, very secure, a nice flat platform at the back with still a grab rail so you don't lose that functionality when you install this. It has also an optional finish. We have this black finish here, and we have chrome, depending on your preference. The back of this rack is capable of storing top cases. You may also want to store a basket on the back of this, roll bags. There's many different things. We have a milk crate. There's many different options for storage on the back of this buddy kick. Today we're going to be installing the K-Max 30-liter top case. But yeah, great accessory if you want to expand storage and carry more items for your buddy kick. Okay, this K-Max 30-liter top case is great. The volume is very large, 30-liter volume. It's large enough to fit this full 3/4 sized helmet inside. We're going to take a look and see what's inside, but let's talk about the outside first. One of the other nice features of this top case is its sleek aerodynamic design and the reflective panels on the back you can see here. That makes sure that you'll be seen by your fellow motorists. These are also replaceable for brake lights. That's an optional accessory. You can fit a backrest to this as well. So if you carry passengers and they want to rest their back a little bit against the back of this top case, there's a back pad accessory that we sell in addition to the top case. You can see the color match. We have 17 different options, so many different scooter colors we offer. We have a top case to match on the color side. If you have a specific scooter and you don't have a color that matches, we have generic black, white, and some other colors that are pretty neutral. So it doesn't mean you can't utilize the great features of this K-Max 30-liter top case. And just pop this thing open, turn to the right and press in, and the top case opens. It has a weather-resistant design, so there's a lip here. If any water drips down, it kind of funnels out. So you can be pretty sure that your stuff will not get wet in a rainstorm. It's not waterproof, so you can't immerse it in water, but it should protect most of your items without getting them wet. So let's take a look and see what's inside our top case. Turn the key to the right. It comes with 2 keys, and press inward and the top case opens. There's a handy clip strap to keep some of your items secure if you have a helmet or some other things that you're putting in here. Instructions. We have a pad at the bottom to keep things from banging against the bottom of the scooter as you ride down the road. We have the mounting plate that the top case mounts to, and we have mounting hardware. So the 30-liter storage volume is very large. It's large enough to fit our 3/4 helmet. As you can see, let's put it in and showcase the storage capability of this top case. Just set it inside here, and we're going to strap across the top. And this strap is nice because it kind of prevents things from bouncing around as you go down the street. And off we go. All right, we're going to install the Prima rear rack in black on this buddy kick. This buddy kick has a blackout kit and some other black features, so we're going to stick with the theme and install the black finish rear rack. As you can see, don't need a lot of tools. We're going to use a light impact gun and a 10 and a 12 millimeter socket. Let's get to wrenching. All right, let's get started. We're going to first unlatch the seat, lift up, and we're going to use a 10 millimeter socket to remove these two bolts. Next, we want to remove these two bolts at the front portion of the seat bucket. Next, switch out for your 12 millimeter socket. We're going to remove this back center bolt first. Now, just lift up your seat bucket and be careful. There's some wires under here. As you can see, there's the anti-theft switch on the left has some wires, charging port, and this is a diagnostic port as well here. I'm not going to disconnect any of this. You can if you need a second hand, but since I have a gun, it's relatively easy. I'm just going to loosen these right up, left and right, and then lift up, pull the rack off. And then we're going to just set this back down, get ready for the install of the new rack. All right, let's install our new Prima rear rack. Lift up slightly on the seat bucket, set this down, and we're going to reinstall the center bolt first. Just get it started by hand and make sure you're on the threads with a few really good turns. And that's going to kind of support itself already. And then we're going to lift up the seat bucket like we did earlier and do the same. We're going to hand tighten in these other two bolts, just to get them started. Okay, we can make sure we're not cross-threaded now. I'm going to set this down and we're going to tighten these up. All right, let's tighten these up. You see, I'm just lightly using the impact. Don't ever really drive these in. You can use a ratchet if you're scared that you're going to cross thread these, but when I hear a couple notches on this, that's pretty much it. It's all you need. And you got a real sturdy rear rack, grab rail still functional. Let's get ready to put the seat bucket back in now. All right, we're going to reinstall the seat bucket. Same thing as before, hand tight so you don't cross thread. Sometimes I use the socket so I can have a better grip, especially in these cornered areas near the front. That helps with the hand tightening portion of it. Same thing, lightly tighten. Ready to go. All right, locate the platform and the hardware kit inside your top case. We're going to need these two items to first mount this plate to the new Prima rear rack that you've installed. All right, as you can see, our top case mounting plate comes with a number of different options for mounting. And essentially the way this works, your hardware just latches underneath each one of these bars and it mounts through into this top case plate. And you want to secure it such that the top case plate doesn't slide forward, back, left, or right when it's installed. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, first thing I do is mount the top case to the plate, and I want you to just kind of set it on the rack, because what you'll notice is that if you install this plate all the way forward up against this rail, then the top case won't latch on. So you kind of want to get an idea as to where this can actually mount on the rack, and it's going to be further back near these back two bars, and I'll show you where I'm going to mount it so you can use the same reference point. All right, first we're going to start by grabbing the bracket here. And as I said earlier, I'd like to have one on either side and then one in the back. And that prevents the rack from sliding left to right, forward, back. So after we kind of fit it up, you just put the bracket here and you'll drop down the bolt through. You'll see it extend out. Just kind of grab that, and then a washer and a nut. And we don't want to tighten anything up initially, because we're going to want to make sure we have this in position such that the top case fits properly. So, just kind of hand tighten this somewhat. This is a nylock type nut. So you'll get to the end here and it'll start to tighten up. So we're just going to let this guy hang for now, and let's get the other three installed. All right, so once you're in position, you just simply snug these up. And you see I have one mounted on the side. We're going to do this on the opposite side. So yeah, you see, once we start to tighten, make sure that your bracket is securely around the rack. Otherwise, this thing will start spinning around and you'll lose track of it and it'll be tight and you'll have to do it again. So we're going to press upward here. And it's easier to even screw downward while you hold this stationary sometimes. And that way your bracket doesn't turn. Okay. As you can see, we're already tightening up nicely on the rack. And before you go attach the other brackets, you got a secure enough platform. Let's install the top case just to make sure you did leave proper clearance between the top case base and the rear grab rail. Okay, you see these hooks right here? That basically slides into the slot on the bottom of the top case on either side. So just set the top case down and slide it forward and then latch down. And check the clearance near the front of this grab rail. I have room here, and everything's looking like it's going to match up perfectly. This is your top case release. Just press that, and it unlatches and off it goes. So this location here fits in the top case, does not touch this grab rail here. I left a little bit of clearance because I'm going to have a passenger with a backrest, but you may even want to mount this further back. If you want to grab up here on the grab rail, you can still grab the side with the top case mounted, all based on your personal preference. Now we're going to install the final two brackets just so we have an ultra secure top case mount. So I just, again, put the bracket here. These brackets, I'm going to use the back portion of the rail. So we have front to back stability. When you're accelerating and decelerating, you know that the top case will be secure, and go from there. One of the other techniques is just to hold the ratchet in place and turn the screwdriver. That's actually quite a bit easier in a lot of cases because the bracket won't spin in that way. Then once you get it snug, you can use ratchet. Yeah, we're on there solid. This top case platform is secured to the rear rack, which is secured to the buddy kick. Let's see what kind of fun we can have with this top case. Okay, Now that you've had your mounting platform attached to your buddy kick, let's install the top case. Here you can see, again, we did this earlier when we test fit, but just to reiterate, these two tabs are openings here. Push forward into these two tabs, and then you go downward with the latch. So line them up, and then you'll hear that click, and you can grab it. We got a nice, solid, secure base and top case attachment. One thing I want to mention, don't ever put the keys inside the top case, because once this thing latches, it is closed, and you will not get them out. The way the lock works is you insert the key, turn to the right, push in, and top case unlatches. You cannot pull the key out while it's unlatched unless you turn it back to the left and pull. But if you do put them in there and latch this, you're not going to be able to get them out. This doesn't push in. There's no other way to unlatch it. So make sure you keep your keys separate. I typically, when I'm in there, I just leave them in there. So when I latch, turn, pull out, I always have the key outside of the top case area. Okay, let's grab our keys back out of our pocket. As you can see, we're securely attached. This button does not release the top case from the mounting plate, so nobody can take your stuff unless they have the key. Insert the key to the right, turn, and now you can press and release, and the top case comes off. You got a nice convenient carry handle. Off you go with your goods. Okay, we're back. We're going to reinstall this onto the mounting plate. Securely latched. Turn back, pull out. Top case can't be removed. Top case cannot be opened unless you have the key. All right, we're done with the installation. You can see the Prima rear rack and the K-Max 30-liter top case really enhance the look of the vehicle and adds a lot of storage capability. So great combination for those of you that are looking to carry things along with you, whether you're going out for fun or going to work as a commuter. Plenty of different options there for storage and great aesthetic with your buddy kick scooter. The Prima rear rack and the K-Max 30-liter top case are the perfect combination to increase your scooter storage. These are both available at Scooterworks USA. I'm James. Thanks for watching.